Amonos! Amonos with Ricky Novella. Amonos. Ricky Novella. Don't be a fun. Don't be a fun. Don't be a fun.
Welcome back to another episode of Amonos with Ricky Novella. This is episode 40, dog. We're already at 40.
Wow.
It's fucking been going great. I'm here at the Mind Buzz Media. Shout out to Gil. Shout out to Amber for helping me produce this fucking episode, man. Yeah. We're on fire. We're on fire. And just to fucking, I don't have anything else, but this guest, man, he's cool, man. I really clicked with him when I first met him. He's a very nice person. He's a very funny guy. He's doing the fucking damn thing, man. I want to give it up for Danny Lopez.
Sheesh. Wow, dude, that intro almost made me cry, dude.
I was going for that. I wanted to get just one tear out, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, my biggest compliment to Ricky is he has my dream body, dude. That's what I want to look like, dude. I know you guys see this, but that's what I want to look like, dude. Come on, man.
Just the dad bod, dude. Just all you gotta do is lift and fucking eat tacos and just not care. Just keep doing the thing,
bod,
dude.
Yeah,
Daddy.
You must fuck a lot, huh?
It's not in the right season. I'm in a season where it's a little dry right now.
I'm working on myself.
I'm working on myself. Yes. I'm trying to find myself.
Okay.
Trying to go through my demons.
You're between girls right now. All right, dude. Good for you.
Don't get jealous, Gil. Gil is on the ones and twos, guys. Everybody, Gil, what's up? How you doing, Gil?
What's up, man? I'm doing awesome, dude.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I stole this background from a little kids party, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It works.
Yeah.
It's a barnyard, dude. We're cooking, dude. It's real wood, And Danny, how are you, dude? How are you today, man?
Fucking good, dude. I don't like the weather. This is my least favorite weather, dude. It gives me really bad allergies, man. It's terrible. It's the worst.
It is, dude.
But I'm good. How about you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm also battling with those fucking allergies. I've been having a cough all week. My nose is running. That's why I sound a little amormado, But,
Yeah.
But we're here, dude. We're alive. We're not affected, thankfully, We're doing the damn thing, man.
Yeah, that's right, dude. That's right. Fuck, man. I like this little setup you guys got going on, bro. It's awesome. And then I don't know if you realize this, but I feel like me and Gil might be related in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I think
I'm
so.
looking at him and I'm like, did my mom fuck the lechero? What's going on here, dude?
I think so, dude. Because every single the one time you came here for the open mic for fucking puro laughs.
Yeah.
I recorded this fool sitting next to me, and then you on stage, and back to him. I'm like, these fools look very alike.
Yeah, I know, dude. After that day, I said I'm gonna change my haircut and I'm gonna get my life together, dude.
And then and Gil got the same haircut after.
It's Gil fucking changed it,
dude. Fuck, dude. It just and you guys might have grew up the same a little bit. You guys
Yeah.
You guys are.
I was born in L.A. and then my parents moved me out of L.A. because they knew I was gonna fall into the gang life. You know what I'm saying, perrito,
eh? Firme ass food.
But no, they knew I was a bitch ass food, so they were like, "Let's go to Orange County." And then I was raised in Orange County for the rest of all my life. So I'm very whitewashed Mexican, but I can still speak Spanish,
See, okay, well, Gil is whitewashed Mexican, and he can barely speak Spanish.
Ooh.
But he surprised us yesterday, dude. He surprised me yesterday. He can actually say some words that I was like, wow, fucking maybe.
We did the podcast like 2 minutes in Spanish.
In Spanish,
so,
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, dude.
2 minutes,
There's a couple words
good.
in Spanish that trick me every time.
What's one of those words?
Rock and newspaper. Those are like...
Pierda?
Yeah.
And then periódico?
Periódico. It's like that.
Go.
Yeah. That one gets me every time. But all the other words are cool, but that one, and then coin.
Moneda.
Yeah, that one also gets me.
Yeah, I kind of get like the suffix of some words wrong a lot, and I'll say words wrong, but you know what? People,
Suffix is the end of the word?
yes,
Damn,
but people
okay.
understand me, bro. You know, like chingadera and shit. You know, fucking.
Yeah.
But what else did I ask you? Did you get made fun of a lot because you were kind of like a whitewashed like Mexican? Or?
So the thing is, no, because like you're just trying to fit in Orange County. You're just trying to fit in, so you're trying to be as white as possible, you know. And then once you start working, that's when I started to realize, oh fuck, I'm Mexican, dog. You know, because I was like doing extra shit, and they're like, wow, that boy can work, and it's like, oh, I'm Mexican. No, but at the same time, my first job was a dishwasher, so. Like everybody, all the cooks, they always speak in Spanish. So they're gonna talk to you, and if you can't talk to them, they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You know?
Yeah,
And
no,
then
that's for sure.
That's when it was like, okay, you know what? Like I gotta learn Spanish, and then from there it was just like, all right, game on.
Dude,
you know?
I know. I my first job was working at a golf course, and I was a cart staff. You know, so
Oh wow.
and we would have to kind of like be professional, but when we'd have to go order from like the cooks, they're like fucking no hablas español, cabrón.
Yeah.
Háblame en español, güey. Say, no me hables en inglés. Si no te voy a cocinar nada. Like, all right, I gotta learn. I gotta start speaking it, you know?
Really, dude. It's
Yeah.
life or death right there. Dude.
Yeah, dude, for real. Dude.
And you wait, so you worked at like the little golf carts?
Yeah, so I would bring the golf cart. I was basically.
I thought that was for bad bitches only, man.
Dude, I was a bad bitch, but it was such a fucking slave job, bro. Because we would be like, oh, Mr. Gonzalez, can I get your bag? And then yeah, take my bag, and you take it from the parking lot, put it on the cart, make sure they had golf balls to hit, fucking anything they asked for, dude. I remember one time I went to get them food. They were fucked up, and I guess the kitchen was closed. I drove like a couple blocks, and I went to go pick up food for them.
Damn.
But they gave me a fat fucking tip though. They gave me
yeah.
like fucking like $60 in tips. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
whatever you guys want.
Yeah, dude. Wow, dude. So do you work? You were around a lot of fucking rich people, huh?
Yeah. You kind of learn how to like deal with like the rich people, you know, kind of like attend to them. And then you, like making sure you say their names right. I remember there was this guy, an African American fellow. He had a weird ass last name, and I was
African American fellow. This guy's trying to make sure he doesn't get canceled right now.
I'm part of the community. And I was the only one that can say his last name right. He had like kind of like an Italian last name. He's like, how'd you know my last name? I'm like, oh, it's just kind of how you pronounce it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, he's like, wow, I'm impressed. And he gave me $10 just because I had said his last name right.
Oh shit.
Everybody
dude.
else couldn't say it. And I was like, boom.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like a spelling bee, but for last names. Good for you, dude.
I know how it feels when people say fucking novela and
All right,
you know,
dude. Jeez, right before the podcast, I said, how do you say your last name?
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Ricky Novella.
Novella.
What part of Mexico are you from?
Mexico City.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have like Italian in my family or
guy,
fucking.
Man. I'm fucking European.
I'm European. I'm European, dude.
For sure, dude.
Fucking Pisces, dude. Move out of the way, Pisces.
I'm not one of those native Mexicans. No, that ain't me, dude. That ain't me, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's cool.
What
dude.
part of Mexico is your family from?
Well, my dad's from Veracruz, and then my mom's from Jalisco. So you know, a little bit of everything.
Nice, dude.
But I swear, I think my dad's family has some Asian in it because I do look very Asian. One time I went to go get a little rug and tug, dude, and the lady was like, What are you? And I was like, I'm Mexican. She's like, no, you gotta be Asian. And she's like, no, I'm Mexican. And then she was like, oh, okay, well, you have very pretty eyes. And I was like, all right, cool.
You're like, whoa, don't talk to me like that because I'm gonna have to tip you extra, baby.
Exactly, dude. They give you
rub and
crazy
tug.
compliments, dude.
I bet, dude. I'm scared to go get a rub and tug because I just feel like I'm not gonna get hard. I'm gonna be like, I need some connection, you know. I need. What's your sign? What's your birthday? You know, like, oh, do you like going to movies? Like I like going to movies.
You're like, you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah.
We can get out of here. I can give you paper. You can live here forever.
dude,
you
for
know?
real.
That's funny. No, I mean, they're very nice, dude. They give you very nice compliments. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like going to the strip club, bro. But you can't believe everything they say, dude.
Yeah, there you go, dude. Yeah, honestly, dude, the strip club, it's another crazy place, man.
Dude, it's fun, isn't it, Gil?
Yeah, totally.
Hey, come on, man. He has a girl, dude. You didn't see that? Yeah, it's fun.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
I'm a dead
He's
man.
dead.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
That's
So,
funny.
dude, you were telling me that you were gonna start a podcast with Jesus.
Jesus
right?
Sepulveda, man. Me and Jesus Sepulveda, we're gonna start a podcast called Delete That. The whole thing behind it is because, like, sometimes you're talking and you say some things that you shouldn't say. So we're gonna cut those parts out,
Yeah, yeah.
and things. So just like that, just like a little silly fun time, dude. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for that.
That's
to
cool.
come
I know.
out.
I see that you guys have been doing a lot of like TikToks too, or like reels.
skits, yeah.
Dude, I was like, I think one of the first ones that I see, I'm like, damn, I fucking recognize that fool's voice. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's Danny Lopez, dude.
Yeah, the man behind the camera. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. One day he's like, hey man, like let's just shoot something stupid real quick. And we were at Target. And he's like, let's just do it. And I was just like, and I was nervous because I'm like, this is awkward. Like I don't like doing things in front of like a public. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, I
It's
get
weird.
that. I
Because
totally
everyone's
get
gonna be
that.
like, look at these kids, And I was like, all right, whatever, dude. And then we started filming it, and he was just like, all right, just react to whatever I do. And my number one thing was like, all right, chill. Because it was like he was doing the homie from high school type thing. And then he recorded it. I didn't think anything of it. And then he's like, dude, it's getting a lot of traction. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And then before you knew it, it hit 1 million views. And I was like, oh shit, like, that's good. And then from there, he's like, let's just do other stupid shit, And I was like, and from there, we just been rolling with each other. And like, if we come up with ideas, we try to do them and stuff like that.
That's dope. I know. Even like when Gil, like we had done like the promotion for the Halloween open mic that we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, there's people watching us. We're all fucking in costume and shit, and we're over here trying to like record, and like I had my shirt off. I just had a fucking button up, opened up and shit, looking real Armenian. And he was just telling me, he's like, dude, like you just can't care. Like this is fun. Like
Literally.
act like nobody's here. But I get that though. I would get nervous too, trying to
yeah.
do all those skits and stuff.
Yeah, it is. But like, you get me? It's literally like, oh, well, this is what it takes, I guess,
Yeah, no, 100%. And
gotta be vulnerable.
when's that gonna come out? Do you guys gonna start?
Exact date, I don't know. We were gonna release it this week, but a lot of things are going on in California.
Yeah.
Where we're just like, we'll wait a little, because then people are gonna be like, you guys are so insensitive, It's like, all right, it's a little weird times right now.
Yeah, it is. we had the open mic on Wednesday, and we were like, fuck it, dude. Like,
People want to laugh.
people want to laugh. It was just a weird night that night.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, I bet.
And hey, but we did it.
How many fire jokes did you hear?
Oh my god,
Oh
we
my
heard a
God.
lot of fire jokes, a lot of masturbating jokes. We heard fucking faggot like 4 times that
Oh.
night, and I was like, god damn it, it was.
Damn. I mean, you guys run a pretty sick mic, dude. You guys run a dope ass mic.
Thank you, man.
I do love your guys' mic. Your guys' mic is fun. It gets fucking packed though, man. You guys get a lot of comics out here.
Yeah, we do get a lot of comics. The reason why I think we get a lot of comics because the sound quality, and just because we try to run a tight room.
Mm-hmm. And you guys get audience too.
Yeah. Luckily on Wednesday we didn't have an audience, dude. We didn't have an audience because it was weird. But yeah, we sometimes get people that just showed up. Like I think the week that you guys went, Amber, with Gil's girlfriend, was like, hey, like get ready, like you guys have 14 reservations.
Oh wow.
And then it went to 20 reservations, and it just kind of started going over. Like, oh fuck, okay, cool.
That was a good show. You guys did that was a good mic. Everybody on that mic did really well. In my opinion,
Yeah, it was. And I think it's because people come out. People come out. They want to laugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes some shit people will say doesn't work. But I mean, we try to say it in the beginning, like some comics are gonna put some jokes out there that they're working on, or they don't have not that much experience. So just be open minded to what they gotta say.
The good old days. That's fun, dude. That's fun. Like, I remember my first time going on stage, I said fuck like maybe 50,000 times, dude. Like every other word was just a bad word,
Yeah.
It's because you're just so nervous, and it's just like, oh, fuck, and it's just like,
Yeah, sometimes like you don't realize it until like
Yeah.
you record yourself and you're like, oh, I need to stop saying that.
Yeah, I did.
And that's the first time where we met each other. I think
mic.
was at the open mic was
Copper Blues.
Copper Blues, yes, in Brea.
Yeah,
Rest in peace. That's the first time we met.
That mic was cool.
It was a cool
That
mic.
was the first time we met. You dapped me up,
Yeah.
but I didn't know who you like. You just like, it's sick, and I was like, all right, cool, thanks, man. And then we saw each other again. I don't know where, because we didn't really talk. You just said, oh, like good job.
Yeah. I was all fucking nervous. And I didn't want to be like I was new,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I was new,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't know how to like.
Just be like, oh, dude, what's up?
Yeah, just like, dude. And you had a funny ass set. I don't remember the next time that we met. It was probably at another mic. I think.
Yeah, probably.
But
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I thought your jokes were funny. Your jokes are very relatable, and you had me cracking up, dude.
Thanks, dude.
I can't wait to fucking suck this fool off.
No, suck this ball.
Suck this fool off.
No, yeah, I remember. But I'm one of those people who I get so nervous and so anxious that I go on stage and then I'm like, all right, I'm leaving because I feel awkward. Like I can't sit around because I'm like everyone's judging my jokes. Like literally, and it's like, motherfucker, no one gives a fuck about your jokes, dude.
Hey, dude, and that's true. I mean, I was like that too. I used to just do my set and leave. I wouldn't really hang out. Now I try to hang out a little more.
Yeah, you gotta hang, dude.
That's
you
the have
job.
to hang.
Yeah,
You have to hang.
It's part of like the whole networking thing. You gotta hang. You gotta talk to people, or else no one's gonna know who the fuck you are,
Yeah, 100%. But sometimes those long nights, you're like, I want to go fucking home, dude. This is fucking. It gets rough. This career gets rough.
Yeah, it does. There's some nights where you're just like, I'm not funny today.
Yeah,
but let's try to figure something out.
Is there an embarrassing moment that you like remember?
I have so many embarrassing
like
moments,
that you're
dude.
comfortable talking about too. Because I usually ask my guests that if embarrassing moment.
One of my favorites, dude. That's like, fuck. All right, so I was hosting for Jesus Sepulveda, Hollywood Improv. I'm like, oh, dude, tonight's gonna go well. I'm so excited for this. It was like a couple days before my birthday. I'm like, this is gonna be sick, And I invited some of my coworkers out, and my work crush comes to the show. Dude.
Oh,
and I'm just like, oh, dude, I gotta fucking kill tonight. I have to, dude. I go up there and I bomb for 10 fucking minutes, just bombing, dog, like bombing. Like I was like I bombed, but that one was like visible. You could see the pain in my eyes. Like I'm just like, please, someone laugh, And then I it was so bad that like I have my 10 minutes, and then I have jokes that I like I started with like that I haven't done in forever. And I'm just like I started to throw that. I'm like I'm like a cook whose kitchen's on fire. And I'm like fucking water something, dude. Figure this shit out, dude. And I'm the host, dude. So I'm just like, all right, guys, let's get this going. But like every time I go on stage, you could tell that I was pissed off at the audience. Like I was just like, all right, guys, you guys ready for your next fucking comic or what, dog?
Fuck you guys for not having any shit.
Exactly. And like I remember, dude, I got off stage and like Jesus was like, dude, it didn't go your way, and that's comedy. And he's like, but you're gonna get up there every time. Like you're gonna go back up there and you're gonna keep introducing people. You're gonna keep doing your job because that's part of the game. And it's like, and you're just like, fuck, dude. And you're bombing in front of your crush, and you're just like, fuck.
She's not gonna want to fuck me after this, dude.
Exactly. And yeah, dude. So then that was like embarrassing. And then after the show, I was just in such a bad mood, and I was just like, I just gotta pretend like nothing happened. And yeah, I mean, she was like, it was good. And I was like,
Good. You did good. You did good. I hate hearing that shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then now they're gonna think like he's wasting his time.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. That's like, I remember when I first hosted the open mic for Puro Last. The first time it was a rainy night and no one showed up, so it was like I was like, fuck it, like whatever, like we're just gonna have fun, and I did okay for the fucking 7 comics that were there. Then when we actually had more comics, I was fucking terrible, dude. I did so bad, and it's just more like, and I was getting frustrated, because you're trying to get people to laugh and trying to get the room up, but you just can't do it. And Gil knows. Gil's like, dude, like you need to do a different approach. You need to do a different approach. Because I was trying to be funny after every comic, and it's like, not every single time you're gonna have a solid joke. So you just got to bring the energy back up. And I still remember he brings it up. He's like, dude, you got way better than fucking that one time.
And I wish I started hosting like a mic or something, because like hosting is like, it's different. It's not like you can't just go up there and do a fucking set. They want you. It's like you're about to have sex with somebody. It's like you gotta warm them up, but you can't just go in there straight try to hit them with comedy, because they're not gonna laugh. Yeah, it's different.
No, and I bet especially like, dude, at the Hollywood Improv, and then like just getting thrown up, dude, like. But sometimes you need that. I feel like kind of getting thrown in those like tough situations helps you get a lot better,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you learn now. Now you learn like, oh, you got to come with something. You got to like, something different. It's got to be relatable. You got to address something. You always have to address whatever everyone else in the room you think is thinking. Yeah. That's literally it. And it's like, oh, okay, this like, like one guy with a weird shirt. And you're just like, okay, I'm going to go up there and I'll make fun of that one guy with the weird shirt because everybody saw it. Everybody's thinking it. If you say something, then it breaks the tension of the room, and now they feel like you're with them, Like,
yeah. No, yeah, for 100%. You have to be present. You have to be present. Yeah, for sure. Dude. That's cool, man. I like that. I remember when you were telling me that, like, that you met Jesus Sepulveda when you were doing, like, stuff with him. Yeah. Like, I was really happy for you for that because, like...
No, yeah.
Like, it's obviously a great opportunity, but I think you're the right fit for that. You know what I mean?
all right, dude, you really want to fuck me, huh? This guy, dude. I'm getting chills. My nipples are getting hard.
I know. I have a way with words.
Yeah, you do, dude. Amonos a la verga. Jeez, dude. Thanks, man. No, I mean, I never thought that me and him would get like along like that because he was always very closed off. He's a very closed off guy, and then and that's just he is like that. And so I was just like, and like, dude, I would like try to like be like, oh, what's up, bro, and things like that. He'd be like, very closed off. And then one day it was just like, he was like, hey man, I need an opener for Berkeley, and I had work the next day.
Oh shit.
And he's like, we were at a bar show, and he was like, hey man, I need an opener for Berkeley. Do you work tomorrow? I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, oh, then never mind. But it was coming up on my 2-year anniversary of comedy. Like that day was, and I was like, no, like I'm down. And he's like, no, but you have work. And I was like, no, I'll call out. Don't worry about it. And so we were driving up there, and I had to call out of work. And I was like, hey, can we pull over? And he's like, nah, for what? And I was like, oh, I got to call out of work. He's like, no, I want to hear this. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, dog. This fool turns off the music, and I'm just like, oh, God. And like, I'm cool with some people at work, so I'm going to call my favorite manager.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, like, I'm calling, I'm like, hey, I'm not coming into work today. Like, I can't. And then they're like, no, for real. It's like, I can't. I'm sick. No, listen, I'm sick. I can't come in. And then I'm just like, okay, like, listen, like, I really need this. Like, please. And like, dude, they took that and they ran with it. Like, it's a room full of it's a car full of comics. Like, they're like, I need this. And dude, oh my God, the whole weekend was just that. That was the bit of the fucking weekend. Like, oh, dude, I really need this. I really need these 5 minutes. Please.
Please.
And you think and I did, dude. From there, like, we just kept working with each other, and it's cool. He's a cool dude, man. He's a cool guy, man. You just gotta warm up to him.
That's like me and Gil, dude. I was thinking, like, when you said, like, oh, we was shut off, like, that's how me and Gil were. I'm like, this fool doesn't want to open up to me. And little by little, I started talking to him, and I was like, Gil, you're a very cool guy. You're handsome. And I started just, what I'm doing to you right now.
What he's doing to me.
That's how he gets you, dude.
That's how he gets you. And then,
yeah, the things was for dudes in glasses and a sick ass fucking fade, perro.
Yeah. That's his type.
That's my type.
That's his type.
Chubby, glasses.
Whoa, chubby, dog.
Clean shaven, dude.
Clean shaven for real.
Give him this upside down snail, dude. Fucking.
Damn, bro. No, yeah. So, but yeah, man, it's cool. Cool stuff, bro. What do you guys got coming up?
Fucking not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing, dude. That's how it feels with the new year, huh?
Yeah, no, and it, and I'm kind of cool with it because, like, like we've been talking, and I want to come up with new jokes. Like, there's some times where, like, friends come out to see, and then like, oh, I thought you were gonna do new stuff, but they understand, they understand that, like, it's a process and stuff. But I'm trying to come up with new jokes, and I'm trying to polish some that I already have that I can make better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I like the little break right now. I'm not really trying to focus on, like, oh fuck, I don't have any shows right now, because then it takes the fun out of way comedy,
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
But the time will come. The time will come.
How much time do you have now?
I probably could do 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I've done.
You're proud of.
Yeah.
You're like, give me this.
I've done 15 at a fucking bringer show one time. It was a weird bringer show, man. It was it was like fucking far as fuck, like by Malibu. And the producer was like, hey, a lot of comics didn't come through, so if you're killing it, I'm going to just let you keep going. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was doing, like, pretty good, and, like, I was, like, getting the crowd going, and then I was like, okay, where the fuck is the light at?
Yeah.
And I just kept going, and I'm like, all right, is this fool gonna give me the fucking light? Because I was already kind of like running out of material.
Jesus, he's letting you bomb, huh?
No, it was still going good, but like I could tell like the energy was kind of it was coming down
because you lost confidence.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, how much fucking time am I doing? And then he finally lit me up. I'm like, all right, guys, like, thank you for the time, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, why weren't you gonna fucking light me up?
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you went on 15 minutes, and I was like, 15 minutes. He's like, yeah. I was like, I was gonna let you keep going more, but I could tell that you were kind of like already like dying down. And I was like, oh shit, 15 minutes. And I was like, god damn. And I was like, I felt like weird because I was like, fuck, I did 15 minutes, dude. Like,
Yeah.
But I was also kind of proud because like it was kind of pretty good. I guess I was in the moment. I was doing crowd work.
You did what you got to do for 15 minutes. That's solid, dude.
Yeah.
I've never done 15.
No?
Never.
But I think you're capable of doing 15.
I get so nervous, dude, that I'm just like, all right, guys, you guys have a good night. Like, because I know my time. I know what 10 minutes is. All right, peace. Dude, I get nervous, dog, because I'm like, it's like if you're walking on a tightrope, but the whole time, like, 10 minutes is like, oh, I'm hooked up to something, you know?
Yeah.
And then once they let me go past 10, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to fall, dude. This is it. Like, I don't know where to go from here. So I don't know. I get too nervous. I got to calm down a little more, you know?
Like fucking Ron White said, he's like, slow down.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're going fast, slow down. If you feel like you're going too slow, slow down.
Yeah, I feel like he's in this room right now. Wow, dude.
More like fucking Ron Brown.
That's wild. No, but dude, me and you have been on some crazy shows together though.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
working with Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah, when we did the fucking Darren Carter, that was one that we worked on together.
Yeah, well, we did a lot. I remember we did the weed shop one.
Oh yeah, the
remember
weed
that?
shop. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, this
that was
smoking
wild.
smoke shop. Yeah, and I remember I got fucking you told me too, like, oh dude, like I don't really smoke, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah, secondhand high, dude. It was a small ass room, and it was maybe 12 people, and everyone was just fucking smoking like heavy.
You hear the torches in the background, like,
Yeah. It's not like they're smoking like the lights. They're all taking dabs, and they're just fucking. They're on a sick one, dude.
it was and like the thing about those shows when they're like when people are so stoned, like you can't really rely. You
The
can't,
laughs are so delayed.
Delayed.
It's insane, dude.
and you can't really focus on your material, dude. Like
No.
you just gotta like fucking like do crowd work and just kind of
Yeah.
throw some shit out there. Because if you try doing your bits, sometimes you just don't get it. Like it just fucking flies past them because they're just like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, I'm fucking high as shit right now, you know?
Yeah. No, for me, like I used to be a fucking heavy stoner.
Oh yeah.
Heavy stoner, yeah. Like I would get high every night back when I was like 19. So then when I went into that room, I was just like, what did I think was funny when I was high? And it's like the stupidest shit, you know. Like I remember I used to think like, oh, can all the capitalized letters fuck up the lowercase letters? It's like, you get me? Like those are stupid things that you think of when you're high, dude. You know?
I'm trying to think of my high thoughts, dude. My high thoughts ends up being food, dude. Like, dude, this is a fucking bomb, bro. The emojis and shit.
You over here making a brand new meal, huh?
Yeah.
You're mixing a Big Mac with the fucking Whopper, and you're trying to figure out what bun you're gonna go with.
He knows me. He knows me so well. How many chicken nuggets can I fit in this quarter pounder, dude? Hell
I've been
yeah.
there, dude. That's why that's relatable, right?
But you don't do your comedy like you do your comedy sober, right? You don't.
Oh yeah. There's there's been a couple times where they're like, oh, let's take a shot before we go on stage.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Mhm.
But no, I don't like to drink before because I want to know what mistakes I made. Because
Yeah.
if I'm drunk, then I'm like, oh, I don't even know what I said up there, you know? So that's my biggest thing is like, oh, I want to be sober. And then after I do my set, I'm like, oh yeah, let's fucking party.
Yeah, let's
you know?
party. Let's party.
Yeah,
Hey,
for
fuck yeah,
real.
dude. No,
What
I
about
know.
you?
I know. I'll have like maybe like one or two drinks, but I remember there's one time I almost like passed my limit. I was already like seeing like not blackout vision, but like brown vision,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like getting to the blackout.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh, I'm slurring my words. Oh fuck, like I could have done a lot better. So ever since that moment, I was like, nope, you can only have one or two drinks. That's it. Like you said, after the show, fucking
party.
throw them back. Just throw them back, having fun up here. You know what I mean?
I
yeah.
did your 30th birthday party.
Almost 30. Almost
Oh,
30.
well,
I'm
there
gonna
you
turn
go.
30.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, am I 30 already?
I don't know. Is it?
I'm gonna turn
29.
30. I'm still 29. I forget, dude. I just feel like I'm fucking 25 still. but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna turn 30 this year.
Yeah, that's right.
This April. Yeah. But no, you did the almost 30 show.
Almost
yeah,
30
yeah.
show. There you go.
Yeah,
That was a cool
I
one.
got a lot of controversy from that show.
What?
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
A lot of comics were like, "Why didn't you have me on your birthday show?"
Oh my god.
and I was like,
politics, huh?
"Yeah." So I was like, "Hey, dude."
They threw it for me. That's what you gotta say.
They threw it for me. I was already stressing the fuck out
Yeah.
because I had to fill up seats and shit, and yeah,
Was it worth it?
it was worth it. But would I want to do it again? Probably not. Not till I get
Really?
more like
of course. You want to get to a certain level and then invite all your friends.
Yeah,
and
dude,
be
because
like,
producing shows is fucking stressful, bro. Especially when you need to like make money, and it's not because you're trying to like take your friends' money, but it's like if I don't get enough people to buy tickets, I gotta pay the DJ $250. I gotta pay this for this, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd rather break even, you know. But
yeah, no, well, that's something that I will like that. No, not. Well, that's props to you, man. Props to you, and like honestly, you've been in comedy just a little bit less than me, but like you've taken initiative to produce shows, podcasts, and shit like that. Props to you, man. I'm over here like, so what do I do? You know, it's just like, And so props to you, man. That's badass, honestly, dude.
Danny, stop it, dude. Stop,
Something's gonna happen, dude.
Dude, this room is gonna smell like puro fucking sobaco and sweat, dude.
Cool Ranch Doritos in a second, dude.
Does it smell like Jack in the Box tacos,
Yeah,
dude?
dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Those are fire, dude.
Dude, they are.
I love Jack in the Box tacos, even though I have no idea what type of meat that is, dude. I'm putting it in my body.
It's like eating ass, bro. You just gotta fucking
just
do
gotta
it.
go for it,
You gotta
dude.
go for it.
Oh man.
Fuck, man. So yeah, you said we already talked about the shows.
Yeah. No, but what about you, Gil? What's it like running this operation?
This operation, Mind Buzz Media, guys.
Or how did exactly you guys meet? Like, oh, right. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, we were talking. We talked about it.
Yeah.
We were in a company. We both said
Who won?
he won.
I won.
Oh,
He won.
shit.
He won. We talked about it. We both said like we didn't like each other at first. We both didn't like each other.
No.
We did not like each other.
But that's how you become best friends with somebody.
Yeah, and then there's one night where we just fucking had a little bit too much to drink, and he looked into my eyes. I looked in his eyes. I'm like, "You look like Danny Lopez," and I just kissed him. And
That's funny.
One thing led to
another.
another. Yada yada yada, dude. You know, dude. Podcasts are fucking so cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, dude.
he is.
I'm a tech nerd. I love computers. I like tinkering with shit. I like tinkering with cameras and audio and stuff. So I've been into it for a very long time. So
Damn.
like when I met this fool, I was already doing the Mind Buzz for like 2-3 years already, and then I seen that he had an interest in doing podcasts and doing shows and comedy. Like I seen his work ethic, and I was like,
I'm a wetback,
okay.
dude. I work.
I was like, all right, this kid's pretty cool, you know?
Yeah, because when I started this podcast, right? It was like really small equipment. I had like those little mics that you connect to the iPhone, and I just started like that, you know. And then he told me, he's like, "Look, I'm gonna let you borrow some shit, but I want you to be consistent. And I was like, all right, cool, dude. And I started just fucking doing it with the MIDI that he let me borrow, and I just kept doing it. I just tried to have people over, do solo ones, and then he's like, all right, dude, like you kind of have to upgrade. And like I would always like console him before I would like buy shit, and then I just started being boom, consistent, and then the editing stuff, he's showing me how to do it more because he's really solid, dude. And that's why I like working with Go, because like we have an understanding of what the
you
bigger
guys have
pictures.
the same comedic view and vision, right?
Yeah. But he doesn't like to take shortcuts. So when he sees me kind of take a shortcut or try to do something, he's like, no, dude, do this shit right, you know? And yeah, man, ever since then, we've been taking off and producing stuff. I've helped him with the live podcast for Delic Comedy, producing our first showcase here.
Yeah.
And just fucking continuing, dude.
That's awesome, dude. I hope you guys get married and
We
figure it
will.
out, dude.
We
You
will.
guys figure it
We're
out,
gonna
dude.
make this a fucking polyamorous relationship, dude.
dude. Yeah,
dude.
I'm down.
He's gonna
We
be
can do that.
every once in a while. You know what? Gil's pissing me off. Danny, what are we
Danny,
doing?
let's go, Danny.
What are we doing, dude? You're in. He's out right now, right? Damn,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, man. What's your writing process like? Do you ever get stumped like on your writing process?
So, yeah, all the time, dude. But like for me, it's like I used to say I was a morning person, and I didn't realize that you can't count 12 o'clock morning. That's afternoon. 'Cause I'm someone who wakes up literally at 10 every day, 10. Because my work like allows me to wake up late. So I'm just like, I like to sleep in. But and then when I get to work, it's like at 11. That's when I'm the most creative for some reason.
Okay.
Like I'm just going about my day and I'm thinking of funny things. And so I'll like just jot it down on my notes. I'll jot it down in my notes and then I'll just have it there and I'll go think about it all day. And then when I get home, I'm like, okay, but can you make this like really something? And then I think about it, but I like to write anything down. I don't like to write anything down until it's actually something. So I'm just like thinking about it. And then I'm like, oh, this could work if you do like something like this, you know? I don't know. It's just like, that's literally my writing process. I think of a premise and I'm just thinking about it all day long.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
What do you do?
I like to sometimes I'll just write down an idea and then I'll just like fuck it, I'm just gonna let it sit. But then when I go to open mic and I like, okay, I'm gonna work some new stuff and I just remember the premise and I just kind of talk about it. and then I just kind of talk about it. And if I get a reaction, like, okay, there's something there, and why do they laugh? And then I'll start writing it down. And sometimes I'll just write down a whole joke and I'll just fucking present it to the crowd.
Yeah.
But I'm very hard on myself when it comes to shit because I'm like, this shit's stupid. No one's gonna laugh at that shit.
Yeah.
And I read, I think Gil sent me this fucking I think video, or it was an article. It's like, you gotta allow yourself to write garbage. You know what I mean?
You gotta kill the ego that you have in your head.
Yeah, and it's not even an ego. It's just more like, dude, fucking people aren't gonna laugh at this shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just more like being very hard on your own material, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I like to kind of write on stage when I go to open mic.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where I'm more comfortable than like, I gotta write this whole joke down. Oh, it's not ready yet. I can't present it, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I like to talk through my jokes, but what I'll tell you is, like, for me, what happened was I was building a set, right? I had a set, and you do your set so much, and you're just like, okay, this works, and then I started becoming super robotic with it.
Yeah,
super robotic with it. So then I had to just throw different pieces of my set in different places to try to become more natural, and so I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then because you're like I'm an open micer, so I'm trying to figure out like what's funny. So if people giving me a reaction, I think that's funny. So I'm gonna keep using it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and you present your set, and then someone really listens to it, like, and then they're gonna be like, you know, your whole set is about you might being gay, right? And I'm like,
yeah.
Do I gotta work on something, you know?
Yeah.
And like then you're like, but that's not what I want to put out. Like, that's not, so then you fucking scratch half of the fucking set, and you're like, gotta redo it. Like, that's the hardest part, dude.
And that's the thing too, because like I had a fellow comic tell me too, that was his first time he see me actually perform my set, and he tells me at the end, he's like, hey dude, like, you know, you have like 3 punchlines that involves your dick, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's like, you know, I think you're better than that. I think you can make something better. And I'm like, but the same thing, you know, like, you're like, they're laughing though, you know, they're laughing.
Yeah, it's like.
But then I kind of thought, like, that's very true. Like, I need to make it more like from making it easier, like, it's like, oh, you might be gay, or like your dick, you know, fucking, you know, because it gets stale. It
does. And you're getting a reaction because you feel it's funny because it's like fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, but yeah, what's awesome is when people call you out on it.
Yeah,
I know it feels uncomfortable, you know, because you're like, oh, so you don't think I'm, but it's not that. You just got to take it like, oh, okay, like, you're right. You know, if you're listening to my set, I can't listen to my set sometimes. Like, and then you just got to take it. You know?
Yeah, no, 100%. What's some like great advice like that you've gotten since you've been doing this?
Great advice. I mean, every person that you meet is going to tell you to record yourself. Every person. But no, my favorite advice would have to be, let me think. I don't know. I've gotten some good advice, dude. No, I think it's if you're up there and you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Having fun, dude. Remember that. Having fun with anything that you're doing.
If you're having fun on stage, dude, that's what matters. Because if you're going up there and telling your jokes and you don't want to be there, the audience doesn't want you to be there.
Yeah, dude, and like the audience can read the body language for sure, dude. They can definitely see when you're nervous. They can tell like when you're having a good time, and I think that's a big thing too. I think having fun on stage is the best.
Yeah, it's so true because my nervous tick was, I would go, dude, man, dude, man, it's for reals, man. No, it's tough, and it's like, I don't talk like that. Who the fuck is that? But it's just, I'm so nervous, and I'm just like, yeah, man, it's crazy. And it's like, who the fuck is that, dude?
I think my first one, I'll be like, or I'll say fuck or shit like after saying a lot.
Of course.
Now it's more like when we're uncomfortable, either it's get me off the stage already, or it's like we're having fun up here. We're having fun up here.
After a joke doesn't work, we're just having fun. We're working things out.
We're working things out. All right, guys, we're calling up the next comic.
That's always the best. All right, we're just working on things. All right, we're all trying.
Do you try to do more like observational comedy where it's like current events, or do you kind of just do your own like experience on things?
I like to do my own experience on things because I feel like my observational is just like, I think of the stupidest things. Like for me, it's like, okay, I think it's funny how when you're looking for parking, everyone's like, oh, if he would have just moved a little bit, I could have parked there. And it's like, that's not funny. Like, but to me, like, it's like, that is funny, dude. It's like, because everyone becomes a critic. And then, like, when you park bad, you're just like, oh, my bad. You know? And it's just like...
That makes sense, though. That makes sense. That makes sense.
If he would have moved just a little bit, I could have.
I just feel like when it's, like, observational stuff, I'm like, it's not really, like...
my thing.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like I have such a, like, middle opinion on stuff, you know, unless I'm really like don't like something, right? But
you're super right-sided, huh?
I'm fucking send all those beaters back.
Get them out of here.
Trump Nation, baby. Trump was right, dude. Gavin Newsom's a scum, dude. But
anyone that handsome, dude, can convince me to vote for him. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I just feel like I'm just so like in the middle, laid back, that I just like. I always like to give the people the benefit of the doubt. So it's like, oh, this person probably feels this way because, you know, oh, their father was in their life, you know, like shit like that. So it's not like,
wow, dude, you get deep with it.
So I just like to do it.
He parked bad because his mom left him, dude. I can't judge him.
I can't judge him, dude. So I like to do my experience too, and like talk about things and like maybe kind of like exaggerate things, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But I like to do my experiences because it's more relatable, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to you as a comic. You know?
You're gonna tell them your stories, and there's gonna be someone out there who's like, "Oh, I've been through that," you know, and that's really what it's about, man.
Like, there's a bit right now that I'm working on, and Gil's telling me there's something there. I just got to keep trying to figure it out. It's basically why I don't like going on road trips, because it's my parents' fault. Because they used to wake me up at 4 a.m. to go to fucking TJ. And not as like a tourist thing, but to go to the fucking dentist.
Oh.
Having insurance here, dog, they fucking want to drive 2 hours, dog, to get their fucking cleanings done.
That's funny.
So there's something there.
Yeah. Don't get me in a car because I think I'm going to the dentist. If we're in the car for longer than an hour, I'm like, oh, I know what's
I'm going to the fucking dentist, dude.
Damn, dude, that's funny.
Yeah, because then I remember when I first told that joke, some guy was like, I don't agree. And I'm like, what?
What the fuck?
I'm like, what'd you say? He's like, I don't agree. Sorry. Continue. I'm like, no. What don't you agree about? I just don't think the dental work is good out there. Did she just do here? I was like, what the fuck, dog? Something completely different.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't agree, dude. Can you believe that? Like, no, it's trash. It's like, well, my parents
go to the dentist here, fool.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Use your fucking HMO, dog.
No, health insurance is crazy, dude.
Dude, it is, dude. My mom just got some dental work done, dog, and they wanted to charge her $15,000 to do it. And mom was like, no, I just want to get whatever I need to get fixed. And it's like, all right, it's $5,000 now, you know? So I was like, oh my God. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I know. I have like 8 cavities, dude. It's like $800. And I'm not gonna get them filled.
Well, if you go to TJ, it's $60 per cavity, dude.
I don't agree, dude.
I don't agree. Do you have you ever had a heckler like kind of like fucking like a memorable heckler that you had before?
Yeah, man. So growing up in Orange County, I would do a lot of mics in Orange County. I'd do shows in Orange County, and you're gonna get white people, man, and they're gonna sit there and they're gonna listen to your comedy. They're never gonna talk. You're not gonna get any. Like, they're just gonna be a part of the. They're gonna. But when you do a Mexican room in East LA, dog, they don't give a fuck.
Oh,
they do not give a fuck, and you better either talk to them, settle them down, or say some real shit, because they'll fucking turn on you real quick. And dude, let me tell you, dude, I've had some crazy hecklers in East LA. That's when I challenged myself. I'm gonna do only East LA rooms, and I'm just gonna go up at these East LA bars, because like those people are rowdy, and the Mexicans love to be fucked with at a show.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. So then I remember I was doing a joke. I was finishing my joke. I did a 5-minute set, and I was finishing my set, and I did my joke, and then the guy goes, nah. And I'm just like, what? He's like, nah. Like, come on. And I'm just like,
what do you mean nah?
Yeah. He's like, nah, I'm good. And he gets up, he's in crutches, and he gets up, dog. And I'm just like, damn, dog. Like, he didn't like my joke that bad. And I'm just like, all right, man. I was like, all right, that's my time, guys. You have a good night, you know?
That's crazy,
But
dude.
now you just gotta fucking have something ready to go for all of them, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's true, dude. Gil, do you have a memorable heckler?
Dude, just recently, remember we did the Red Room in Fullerton? That was the most recent.
Oh, yeah,
when I was doing that East LA Ancestry.com bit.
Yeah.
And I said East LA, and this fool goes, King Taco. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But you're right, because you have to be, ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I was just up there working on all my new stuff. Like the whole 5 minutes was all new stuff.
it was rough because like this chick was already fucked up and she kept yelling shit out. And I went up before him and I was like, God, I wish I can gag this bitch on fucking stage. And she stood quiet, and I'm like, okay, finally she's gonna shut the fuck up. And then this fool went on, and then she was yelling, and then when he said like, oh, East LA, that guy was like, yeah, King Taco, homie, King Taco, and shit. Like, and I see Gil's face like,
that's hilarious, dude.
and I told him, I'm like, and I can tell, I'm like, oh, he's just gonna continue doing his material, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's how you go for open mics, you know? You're gonna work on your material,
Yeah.
and he's been working hard on his material, and
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like is if you do crowd work at a mic.
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like you have to.
If it's a crowd, yeah. But if it's comics, it's like, dude, I'm about to go on stage. Please don't roast me right now. You know? Like,
I like doing it sometimes. I would tell this fool like, I don't have any material, dude. I'm just gonna fucking have fun up there. I'm gonna just talk. And it works sometimes, but for the most part, like it doesn't work, you know. But it makes you feel comfortable with being uncomfortable when you don't have like nothing else to work with.
Yeah. Get comfortable with that.
Get comfortable and just fucking talk to the crowd and just, you know, hopefully come up with a good crowd work bit or whatever, you know. But
yeah. So that reminds me, that's another piece of advice that I got. That sometimes when you go to a mic, don't go up there with nothing. Go up there with nothing and just talk. Just talk. Even if you bomb, you get comfortable being in the uncomfortable. And so like when you're actually on stage and you're bombing, you're able to navigate. Okay, it's fine. Like I'm bombing right now, but I can stay up here and I'm still gonna stay calm, and then I can go into jokes. But because if you start bombing, sometimes you're just like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. I gotta.
Dude.
You know,
yeah,
like,
and
next thing you know, you're like, all right, guys, we're all just trying here. You know,
please laugh at my jokes a little bit. You know, give me some fucking leeway. And I used to do that shit a lot. Where it's like, all right, get me off the stage. You know.
Yeah.
And I recently did that at a show. And I was so mad at myself because I'm like, why did I say that? You were doing so good without having to say that before, and then you brought it back up. I remember calling this for my dick. I said, get me off the fucking stage already, dude.
So that's that. Yeah, because you work on not saying a certain word, and that's the word you said. Like for me, it's dude. I try not to say dude on stage.
No. Get me off the stage because I was already frustrated. I was frustrated because I wasn't working my material right. I wasn't getting the crowd laughter. I wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, get me off the stage already. And I felt like the room got weird. Because even like the other comic that went on after me was like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But he didn't even do good either. You know what I mean? So I was just like, bro, like.
I see some wild stuff like that. Oh, but going back to the craziest heckler, I remember it was a month ago. I went to what mic is it in Long Beach?
The Laugh Factory?
No. Open mic.
Oh.
The Piazzas. You ever been there?
Oh, I haven't been there, but I know which one that one is. Yeah.
They give you like 7 minutes, whatever. So it's like I'm going third. The first guy going up is a black homeless man. And he goes up there and he's just spitting bars, you know? You understand every third word that he's saying. Other than that, you don't understand anything, right?
Yeah.
And then I go up there and I start doing my jokes. And then I do my joke about that I look like a butch lesbian. And so I go up there and I say the butch lesbian joke. And next thing you know, he goes, oh, shit. He do look like a bitch. And I'm like,
oh, fuck, dude.
Like, oh, shit. He do look like a bitch. And I'm just like, thanks, brother. And then I come on stage. He's like, man, you were great. And I was like, man,
you motherfucker.
And so then people started laughing at his reactions to every bit that I had, because then now he's in it, dude.
He's fucking cooking, dude.
And he's like, I would say something, and he'd be like, oh no, that's wrong, man, that's wrong.
When we had the open mic 2 weeks ago, I was kind of proud of myself because the comedians that have been in the game say that like black people are very like judgmental about your material. And I had my first time where I had a black dude get up, he clapped, walked, clapped again, laughing, and then sat back down. I felt so proud of myself that night.
You did something.
I did something. I'm like, all right, I am kind of funny, dude. I can keep doing this shit.
That's funny.
And it was just like doing the crowd work stuff, you know. It was, and then after the mic, when he was leaving, I think Gil took over after that. I went outside to have a smoke, and he's like, "Man, you're funny, man. You're funny." He was asking a bunch of comedians for their Instagram, but didn't ask for mine. But I don't know, you know. But we're here every Wednesday, dude.
Funny, dude. That is actually really funny.
Do you have any fans that try to like when you go to shows, be like, "Oh, hey, are you staying? Are you staying? Where are you staying at? Let me."
No, I've never had. Okay, so I'm someone who's pretty oblivious to when a girl's hitting on me. Like I had no, because I just to me I'm like, what, me for what? What do you want? You know. So one time I was at this show and the bar, one of the little waitresses liked my set, and I thought I bombed. So I came off, and then she was like, "Hey, like you were really funny." I was like, "Oh, thank you," you know, whatever. And then I just like didn't think anything of it, walked away. And then the homie I was with is like, "What'd she say?" And she's like, "Oh, she thought I was funny." He's like, "Really?
Really? I don't know.
Really? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but whatever." And I'm just focusing on, because I like to watch you know, if I'm on a show, I like to watch the comics.
Yeah. And
so I'm just focusing, and then she comes back again. She's like, "Hey, yo, let me get your Instagram, because I think you're funny. I took pictures of you on stage, and I'll send them to you." And I was like, "All right, cool, yeah, for sure. Here's my Instagram." And she's like, "Okay." And I'm just like paying attention to this, and then now the headliner's on stage, and I'm just like, all right, I'm locked in. I want to see what the headliner's doing.
Yeah.
And then she comes by and she rubs my shoulder again, and then my friend's like, "Dude, go talk to her." And I'm like, "For what? I'm watching the show, dude.
Fucking watching it."
You don't see me watching the show." And then he's like, "No, go talk to her." And I was just like, "No, like I'm here to watch this. Like I'm good." And he's like, "She's hitting on you." I'm like, "Nah, dude. She's not."
Me, dude,
yeah, you
not
get me?
me.
And so like that's the craziest. You get me? That's the, like where I've been like, "Oh man," like, but other than that, nah, dude. No.
Funny can get me some pussy from time to
dude,
time.
exactly,
Being
dude.
funny
Being
can
funny
get me some
can do some magical things. What about you?
I've had some women hit on me before. I think the weirdest one though is like I got off stage and she's like, "Oh my God, you're so funny. Like you're just cute. Like you're just cute." And like her husband's like right there.
Oh damn!
And the husband's like, "Yeah, man, you're fucking funny as shit." And I was all right. And his
you're funny, dude. You want to fuck her?
Yeah, dude. It fucking like the wife just kept like keeping her eyes on me and shit. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, I'm gonna focus on the husband because I'm like, this is a big ass dude.
You're trying to fuck the husband?
I'm trying to fuck the husband, dude. He has tattoos, he's buff, and I was just like, "Hey, yeah, dude, thank you. You guys like, I'm glad you guys like the show. Like, appreciate you guys coming out. Like, follow me. You know, oh, I don't have social media and shit, right?" And the wife just kept getting closer and closer, and then the husband left, and she just kept rubbing my arm. She grabbed my whole arm, and she was just like rubbing it. I was like, "Yo, dude, like get the fuck off me, dude. I don't want that shit, dude."
That's wild.
I was scared.
Wow. I had a situation like that only because, well, I'm a waiter, so then I was serving this table, and they were cool. Like, these two older white people, and they're really cool people. And I was just shooting the shit with them. And then I was like, "Man, you guys were so much fun. Like, I would hang out with you guys. Just being nice, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really hang out with these fucking people." But they're like, "Yeah, for sure, dude. You know, whatever." They leave. And then, you know, they tip and everything. And the husband went to the restroom, and then I saw the lady, you know, putting in the tip, whatever. They left. And when they left, I like she put the tip like all folded in a way, and I saw she left me her Instagram, and I was like, "Nah, dude, like we're not about to do that."
Dude,
like,
white people are crazy, dog. Even when I went,
white people are crazy.
when I went to Nashville with my homies, we were at this bar, right? And this fucking smoke show MILF, bro, she looked like the fucking Budweiser models and shit, right?
Wow.
And my homie is white, and like he was just talking to the guy, and like the guy was like blah blah, and the wife just kept getting like around us, just like waiting and looking and stuff, right? And we're just like, "What the fuck, like, dude, like this is weird." And he was telling us, "Oh, my wife's hot, huh?" And we're like, "Yeah, she's good looking. You know, she's good looking, shit, right?"
Like some Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
type
and
shit.
he's like, "Nah," he's like, "Talk to her, talk to her." We're like, "Yo, what the fuck, dude?" And then he's like, "Honey, show these boys." And she just fucking takes her fucking tits out, bro.
Oh my God.
And fucking just like starts shaking them and puts them away. He's like, "Yeah, I got it like that." He's like, "That's what I'm saying. Talk to her and shit." We're like, "Nah, bro, we're good, bro."
Whoa,
Fool,
dude.
minutes later, dog.
Where was this?
In Nashville, dude.
Oh,
Nashville,
God
Tennessee.
damn.
Minutes later, another guy was like hitting on his wife, and the guy was just right there and just watching, enjoying it, bro.
Oh, that's weird.
And I was just like, I should have fucking talked to her. I should have fucking motorboated those titties,
dude. Wow.
But yeah, fucking, you don't see Mexicans doing that shit, do you?
No, never.
No, never,
Mexico will fucking kill you if you sniff his girl, dude. Wild, dude. Dude, hell no. Now, fucking, dude, all the, you see, what time is it? 12.
You got time, dude. You got time.
No, I'm saying that, like, because you see, it's noon, dude. And right now, my brain is working.
It's cooking, dude. It's cooking.
I thought of another embarrassing moment that happened to me on stage, dude. So, Ice House Pasadena hosting again, and the guy I'm bringing on stage, I forget his special. I forget what the name of his special is.
Man.
So then I'm just like, and I'm spitting random fucking names now, and I'm just like, fucking something, like something. No, this something, and. Then he comes on stage and he's like, "Give it up for whoever that was," and then I go up to him, I'm like, "Hey man, I'm really sorry," and he just pretended I did not exist, and I was just like, "All right, dude, this is awkward."
That sucks, bro. I don't know. I know it sucks when like people bring you up wrong, because it's happened to me before where. Mm-hmm. I've gotten called the female before getting on stage, and then I've gotten fucking. They're like, "Oh, give it up for this next comic.
Give it up for this hot piece of ass."
Yeah, give it up for this hot piece of ass. And they're like, "Oh, wait, it's not this comic. Oh, well, I guess it's gonna be this comic right here." And I was like, "Fuck, dude, or saying my name wrong." But like, I feel like the older comics should kind of give some leeway, because like we're still freshly new, Like sometimes we're not gonna know what your special is or where your credits are, And we're trying. We're having fun up here. You know what I mean? So it's like we're having fun up here.
We're having fun up here.
But I get it. I get why like sometimes some comics get mad, because it's like, bro, like you want to get brought up the proper way, but it is what it is,
Get you.
I've had one time where fucking I was doing a Spanish show. I talked about it before, and I was bombed, bro. I was hosting that one too, and I was like running through my material. I didn't have much material. I just cause like fuck it, I'm just gonna go and have fun. I didn't want to stress out of trying to translate everything. Or
wait, was this Mr. Rosewood?
Yeah, Gil was there. Gil was there. Oh, fuck. And I remember like I was just trying to get the crowd going, and I remember some guy just going, "Animo, compa, animo," and I was just like, "Oh, dude, you should have not said shit." Yeah. Dude, now I'm more nervous, dude.
That's funny.
I was like, "Fuck, I'm fucking bombing up here, dude."
That's funny. That's like. He's trying, guys. He's trying.
He's trying.
Fucking laugh.
Fucking give him a round of applause. He's working up here, dude.
He's fucking trying.
Can't you see he's having fun up there?
And for a Mexican to tell you that, dude, that means something, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude. It was like, animo. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. But it was a learning experience, dude. It was a learning experience.
Damn. That's wild.
Hosting is hard, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Hosting is very hard,
dude. It's a very hard job. But once you lock it, like everyone says, once you get it down, like then you'll always be able to work. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's looking for a host. Yeah. Like you get me, headliners are always looking for a host and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, like learn how to host, and then you can say, hey man, if you need me to host, I can host for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like that's something that people always will tell you. So it's cool, but it's like it's difficult. It's a difficult thing. You got to remember people's credits. You got to look up who they are before they even.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's a whole new skill. Like stand up is one skill,
one thing,
but hosting a comedy show is another skill that you have to develop.
Yeah, because especially depending where you're at. Because I had to start saying, Mr. Rhodes was vendemos pozole, menudo todos los días, or sábado y domingo. Tenemos los cubetas de cerveza, $25, blah blah, and like. I had to run promotions for the fucking restaurant.
Sí. Ahorita Bud Light es 2x1, 2x1.
2x1, por favor. Cómprate un tequila para, relajarse and all this shit. Yeah. Oh, give a shout out to, what school was it? All right, give it up for these fuckers. They're the ones that hired us because, they're doing a fundraiser for the football team and shit, I think it was Warren. It was Warren High School or some shit like that. So it's all that fucking, and then, the headliner's like, hey, I need you to bring me these mics because I'm going to do some skits with the crowd. So make sure there's the fresh batteries in there. Mm-hmm. And when I give you the sign, make sure, or if you think I'm going over time, I'm like, all right, cool. So you're juggling multiple things when you're hosting,
Yeah.
But
and then some people will say, can you say this for my intro? And then you just forget. You're just like, all right, give it up. This next guy's hilarious, man. Bring it on up. and then later on, he's like, so what the fuck happened to my intro? And I was like, yeah, man. Couldn't happen. There's nothing you could do right there, dude.
Yeah, it's all learning. It's all a learning process. This shit's hard, dude. Comedy is not easy, and that's why a lot of people think it's easy. and then they don't continue doing it, and that's why this is my last. As I'm saying it now to the crowd and to you guys, I'm quitting comedy. I'm quitting comedy, guys. This is it.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Good.
2 years. I'm doing justice for everybody else.
No, it's like doing like what I love about being an open micer and doing comedy and stuff. It's like you get some stories that you're just like, you can share these stories and they're insane. Like some of the things that you go through, some of the things that you meet, the like things that you face. It's just like, it's so much fun. Like you hear all these headliners when they talk on their podcast, and it's like they talk about like these crazy stories, and you're just like, oh, that's comedy. Like that's literally what it is. I remember, dude, I went to do a show and it turned into a competition, and the judges, I had no idea who they were.
Yeah.
And then it turns out they're not even comics. Like the judges weren't even comics. They're just dudes who were there watching, and then they were, and like it was like a full on Kill Tony thing where they were like, so I think if you do this, and it's like, and then like I didn't know that they weren't anybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like, and then you finish the show, and then you look who they are, and it's like, oh, they're not even
comics. Yeah,
they're not even comics, and it's just like, oh, that's the crazy stuff.
Yeah, we did the Gil Tony kind of style thing too, but that was pretty fun.
Yeah, but you guys did it with comics.
Yeah.
But like to get judged by someone who's not a comic, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
And then also too, I think like it was more like the judges just fucking roasting.
Yeah, it was more not judging, but just like having fun.
Yeah,
up there.
Some people had fun, some people
roasting,
didn't. You know what I mean? It's cool. We're having fun up here, dude.
Some people take bros pretty personal, huh?
Yeah, a lot. Like I try not to. It's just also depending who it's coming from. Like
that's true.
Like
if you already have a negative perception of the person that is giving you the roast, then I don't know.
Roast or like the critique, whatever, dude. Yeah. Like when I did the roast battle in fucking in Ontario, I fucking bombed, bro. I only had like one good joke, and then I started stuttering. I fumbled every joke, right?
You got flamed.
I got fucking flamed, dude. I got flamed by everybody that night. But I sat through that bitch, I was like, I just fucking was like, this is what has to happen.
Yeah.
And the person that we're going against, like, was like, oh, you did good. And I was just like, oh, dude. I'm like, dog. I'm like, I got so pissed, bro. But I'm like, I can't let it show. I can't let it show. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you did really good. Like, oh my God, dude. Like, I never done this great before. And I'm like,
oh.
I'm like, I told Gil, I was like, I'm gonna fucking punch this fool in the fucking face.
Wow.
Punch this fool in the face, dude.
I don't know. I just always grew up with like roasting. Like I had never done a roast battle because that does not interest me whatsoever, but I've always gotten roasted and stuff. And even like when you start working, I used to get roasted heavy by the cooks, dude. The cooks they flame you like nobody else, dude. I remember because we had to wear all white. We had to wear a white shirt and stuff. They would used to call me the Michelin Man.
Oh my God, dude!
There was this one cook.
Hey, Pichi Michelin!
Yeah, Michelin. Hey, Pichi Michelin. There was this one cook who was like, "Hey, man, they pay you to come to work," and I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, because you're so heavy, you fuck up all the tile. I was like, oh my God, dude. Oh, yeah. And dude, I'm the only like, dude, that's a fucking good one, dude. And like, he would fuck me up. He's like, hey man, you drive a lowrider, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, oh, it's because every time I see you get in the car, the suspension, it just goes down. And I'm just like, oh.
You know who roasts me pretty good? My mom, dude. My mom fucking always. She's my number one hater, dude. She fucking. She's like, esos pinches brazotes, ¿para qué? Vas al gimnasio, pero ni puedes levantar eso. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck, dude? What did I do? She's like, nah. Che Pascual. She calls me Pascual. I don't know. It's just that's a name. Pascual is a name, but like she just calls me Pascual because it's like a Paisa name. You know, she's
really?
Like, yeah. 5 minutes. Oh man.
No, yeah. I mean, your parents are always like the biggest roasters, dude. Always.
Yeah.
Like, I have a niece now, and my dad has a picture of me like from a comedy show, and he takes the baby and he goes, "Who's that lesbian?" Who's that lesbian? I was like, all right, dude.
Danny, Danny.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. At least your parents have a picture of you doing comedy, you know? My mom took a picture with 2 other comics, dude.
Oh, dude, that's wild.
Yeah. It was fucking crazy. And then one of the I remember when I posted that clip of me doing that. That's a joke, you know?
Yeah.
The fucking comic that she took a picture of is like, yeah, that was me. In the comments, I was that comic.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
Yeah. Did your parents like that you're doing comedy?
Yeah, Yeah, they're like. So for me, it was always like, oh, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm never gonna go to school.
Mhm.
Like I told them, I'm not gonna go to school. And then I did theater in high school, and then it was always my thing. My dad was really supportive. You know, he was just like, hey man, like keep going. You know, do whatever you want to do. And so like they've always been like, as long as I can pay my rent and do what I want, I can do whatever I want. So like yeah, I mean they've come out to shows and stuff like that. They haven't been out to a show in a while, but like yeah, man, it's fun. It is fun. My dad tries to give me pointers. They're good and they're bad, you know, because like Mexicans, every time I tell them I do comedy, they tell me, "Oh, you should watch so and so and do their jokes." And it's like that's not how this works.
Yeah.
You can't just do someone else's jokes, dude.
Yeah, I've had that too when I had a coach try to like give me fucking like my soccer coach would like you should do this joke, do the Bendix joke. I'm like Bendix, dude. I'm like it worked on us because we're fucking little kids, and he's like, so like he hold on, so let me set it up. So we're at fucking soccer practice, dude. We were like going high school, like we were like kind of like allowed to kind of work, right? And he's like, oh, I got a job for you, and I was like, oh yeah, like what is it? He's like, it's a company called Vendix. I'm like, Vendix? Yeah, all you gotta do is bend dicks all day. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, so he told me, like, he went to go see me on a show one time, and he's like, do the Bendix joke, do the Bendix joke. Man, I got a lot of material for you, man. Just you should listen to me.
That's
Write
the
this shit down.
worst,
And I'm like, dude, like it's not the same. You know?
Yeah, no, dude, that's funny. Chris Estrada has a joke like that he did it in front of his warehouse, and they're like, "How come you didn't do the warehouse joke?" And I'm not gonna say it because I butcher it, but yeah, I mean that's funny, dude. Yeah, because sometimes people are like, "Oh, just try this," and it's like, no,
dude, I don't want to be the comic known about talking about Bendix and shit. You know,
that's funny.
Yeah,
I have a coworker like that. He's like, "You heard this one?" And then he tells me, he's like, "Don't use it. That's someone else's." And I'm like, dude, thanks.
Oh shit. Yeah, and you know the other thing that bothers me is like, oh, you're a comic? Tell me a joke.
Oh.
Tell me a joke. You're funny then?
Every comic hates that.
Fucking
dude.
come out to my show, asshole.
I don't like inviting people to shows anymore.
Yeah, I like to, but sometimes you get people that I had a group of people come out, and they brought another homie, and that fool was just being loud as shit.
Oh.
He's like, hey, waiter, bring the whole table of beers.
Oh.
And then, hey, host. And while the guy's hosting, you want a beer? And we're like, hey, Dick. I told him, like, tell this fool to shut the fuck up. He can't be like that. Like, comics already telling me to shut the fuck up. And he's like, he's telling the group and shit, right? He's like, I'm being too loud? What the fuck? All right, I'll calm down. Waiter, where the fuck is my beer at? And I'm like, dude. And then he's like, Ricky, you want a beer? And I'm like, yes, but shut the fuck up when you're being loud as shit, dude. But it is what it is, dude.
That's why Ricky doesn't invite me to his shows.
That's why Gil can no longer come to my shows, dude. Hell
That's
yeah.
funny, dude.
How much time we have? Wrap it up.
Wrap
All
it
right,
up.
Danny. An hour and seven. Just to how I like to end the show is
I'm not gonna kiss you.
fuck, man. Damn it. Do you have any dates that you want to promote? Anything you want to promote?
I mean, just be on the lookout for Delete That Podcast. I mean, I know it's kind of awkward promoting another podcast on a podcast.
Oh, dude, this is what it's for, dude. It's a platform, dog.
Oh, there we go. Fuck. Well, this platform, yeah, man. Look out for Delete That Podcast, man. Follow me on social media, Danny Lopez Comedy. Appreciate everything, man, and thank you for having me.
No,
bro.
it was a pleasure. Is there any positive message that you like to leave the fans that you like to? I always like to end it like that too.
Okay. I had a feeling this was coming. Okay. Something I'll tell you, man, is follow your dreams, dude. And even if you don't think you could do it, just do it. Just try it. Because sometimes things work out in mysterious ways, and do what you love, man. Do what makes you happy. Don't get stuck doing the same thing and feeling like, oh, I got to do this every day. No, man. Go out there and do something different, you know? Be you and be happy who you are, man.
All right. That was good. I like that. I like that message. I agree 100%. And follow Poodle Podcast. Follow Amonos. Fucking share with your friends.
Yeah, man.
And don't forget, dude, the fucking thing I like to end with is don't be a fucking pawn, guys. Thank you, Danny, for coming out, man. Thank you, Gil.
Thank you, Gil.
You got it. Peace.